Hello, Alexi. Bobby here. Hopefully I'm pronouncing your name right. I think it's Alexi. So yeah, just a quick video here on, I just want to explain to you in more depth exactly how to make stems in Pro Tools. Stems, I only use aux tracks, probably the same way that you're doing it. So it's really just semantics. Stems are auxiliary tracks. The reason why I'm calling them stems and not just submixes is because they contain all of the effects and the sounds of the instruments combined for a specific instrument group. So right here, this is my typical mix template. I think this is the same one I sent you a while ago. So this is my mix template. Now I do not use stems in every single mix that I do, only if the mix is very busy or if I know the mix is gonna have a lot of low end and I really want to control the low end as much as possible. Having stems just makes it so much easier controlling that the lower mids and also the low end without having to go in and adjust a bunch of the individual tracks or the effects or anything like that. So yeah, so anyway, without any further ado, I'm gonna get here, I'm gonna show you how I create these stems. So yes, so all of my drums are routed to my let's see, my drum submix, right? This is my drum submix. So I don't consider this a stem because it's my drum submix. My drum reverb is going to this drum reverb. So both the reverb and the drums are going directly to the master fader. So if I were to adjust the EQ on this drum submix, that would not be affecting my reverb here. So that's the problem. That's why sometimes I do decide to take the extra step and make some stems just so I have a quick one-stop shop to be able to adjust all of the sounds within a specific range of instruments themselves, which I'll show you in a second. So yeah, so here are all my drums. They're going to the drum submix. The bass is going straight to the master fader. I only route the bass if it's a very involved mix. In this case, it's just going straight to the master fader. So I'm not gonna have the bass going to a stem for this example, but you still get the idea. Let's see, my guitars are going to the guitars submix. The leads are going to the lead submix in this case. Sometimes I have a lead submix, sometimes I don't. If the band doesn't have a lot of lead guitar, I just route the leads directly to the regular guitar submix. But my template has a leads guitar submix. What else here? Yeah, my clean guitars are going to guitars, vocals are going to vocals, and that's about it. But right now we don't have stems, right? Like I said, we just have submixes. So my vocal delay is going directly to the master fader, and so is my guitar delay, which is right here. Now, if I'm not utilizing stems, I like to share my send effects. I find that it just glues the sound of the mix together, kind of like how a lot of guys that are on consoles mix, they use the same outboard gear for multiple pieces of gear. I'm sorry, multiple pieces or multiple instrument groups. It kind of glues them together. That's the one downside to using stem mixes is that you do need to use separate send effects for each instrument group to be able to achieve this effect. So anyway, what I'm going to do here is I'm going to create three new, let's see, three new stems. I'm going to just do, let's see, drum stem. So stereo, drum stem. Do another one here, stereo. I don't know, a guitar stem. Cool. And then vocal stem. All right, man, so let's check this out. Okay, so I have not created the stems yet, but all you have to do is go up and create three stereo auxiliary inputs. Now, right now, they're not being rounded anywhere, but we're gonna call this drum stem, guitar stem, and vocal stem, okay? And then the inputs are all gonna be assigned to the proper stems, right? Okay, so our inputs are set, the names of the stems are set. I'm gonna just color them red because I have OCD and they have to always be red, my stems. But it doesn't really matter, just come up with your own system and do whatever works for you. So, okay, so now, my drums and my drum reverb are both gonna go to my drum stem, okay? My guitars, leads, and delay are all going to go to my guitar stem. And then finally, my vocals and my vocal delay is going to go to my vocal stem. So now, these three stems, like for example, this drum stem is both the drum submix, right here, the drum submix, and the drum reverb. The guitar stem are the guitars, leads, and the guitar delay. And then the vocals are the vocals and the vocal delay. So if I were to plop an EQ here, now I have no actual audio in this session, but that really doesn't matter. Just here to give you an example. So in that video I just did about the muddiness of a mix, if my drums are a little muddy, bam, I could just take out some lower mids and then just, you know, roll off some lows, and that's not affecting now my bass guitar or my guitars or my vocals or anything else. So what I like to do is just copy these over, right? And then obviously, let's say my guitars were a little muddy, I would just not need to get rid of the subs. So I just find the range of the guitars that are muddy. Sometimes it doesn't need anything at all, really depends on the mix, as you know. And then the vocals, you know, same thing. Just depends on the mix, depends on the songs, but the stems are a quick and easy way to be able to quickly control broad stroke problem frequencies like this without having to get too granular and without having to go, you know, dig into the details of the tracks when it's just not necessary. So hopefully this is helpful. Sorry, this is not scripted, not edited, just straight up. Yeah, man, hopefully this was helpful to you. And thank you very much for watching my videos. I really appreciate it. And talk to you soon. All right, man, later.